All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the United Nations came out 2 days ago to warn this administration that they have performed too poorly in the area of security and that the hunger in Nigeria right now will not abate or decrease anytime soon. As a matter of fact, they did a 2 to 6 years evaluation of the situation and they concluded that at this rate of failure, 64% of the country will go hungry by 2030. The number in terms of actual figure was 82 million Nigerians. 82 million Nigerians have been predicted to face severe hunger by 2030, according to the United Nations. But Nigerians responded to that by saying, even now in 2024, more than 82 million Nigerians are already hungry. But I guess the UN were talking about a situation where people will be dropping dead in scores on the streets. Maybe that's what they were talking about. And for the second time in 2 weeks, one of TINUBU's campaign managers, a major campaign manager, has cried out. He has asked TINUBU to act fast. He said the level of poverty is too much and that the peace of the nation is at stake. I guess this APC chieftain is feeling the tension in the air, and Nigerians reacted to his warning to TINUBU with different expressions of threats and anger. Before I show you that warning and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. The video is coming out from Kwara State, Edu, Patigi, Moro Federal Constituency. The lawmaker representing that constituency was humiliated and disgraced by a crowd in his constituency, and the major talk on this matter is that such a thing has never happened in the Edu Patigi constituency. And I guess that was why the people were holding back from beating him up, because they should have done that, but he had to escape on a motorcycle. The people are indeed hungry and angry. See the video. You saw that. Sabadia Ole. Sabadia Ole, meaning Saba, thief. That was Honorable Ahmad Saba, disgraced in his constituency. The heat is on upon these politicians. I don't think Nigerians will be able to bear this hunger for much longer. I have seen thousands of comments and reactions following the release of this video, and I haven't seen a single one where anyone spared any thought for the lawmaker. As a matter of fact, the people of Edu, Patigi were even criticized for not beating up the lawmaker. They said, how can you guys have the opportunity to beat up a useless man and you let him go? This is the direction Nigerians must go, but it has to be unanimous. That is when the goal will be achieved. The strength of the people is in their number. This has to be happening everywhere in the country. We just need 2,000 people in each state to do what the people of Kenya did, that is now changing the narrative of their country. And goodness here says, the wave is blowing harder than expected. The revolution is gathering, piling up. When it bursts, we will be here together. I hope it does very soon. And Jide here says, it has started in Kwara. It will circulate soon. Let it circulate. Personally, I can't wait to get on the field. Now, let us look at that speech by one of TINUBU's campaign managers. The man perhaps has sensed danger in the air and he's asking TINUBU to act fast. Personally, I don't believe Bart has any idea to do anything to stop a revolution if Nigerians are ready. But let's look at what this man had to say to him. Look at how the papers reported it. Act fast. Nigerians are starving. Some food items no longer affordable. APC chieftain begs TINUBU. Olatunbosun Oyintiloye, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress (APC), has appealed to Bola Tinubu to urgently address the high cost of food items in the country. Mr. Oyintiloye, in a chat with journalists on Sunday in Osogbo, said many Nigerians were living below the poverty line and disillusioned, wondering where the next meal will come from due to extreme economic hardship. I will want to urge Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, declare a state of emergency on hunger, starvation, and poverty in the country. Hunger is a threat to national peace, and that is why he must act very fast, he said. The party chieftain also urged Tinubu not to ignore the United Nations prediction that 82 million Nigerians, about 64% of the country's population, may go hungry by 2030. He said the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) data revealed that the food inflation rate in the country hit a record high of 40.66% in May, surpassing the previous month's 40.53 increase. Mr. Oyintiloye, a former member of the defunct APC Presidential Campaign Council, said the common household food items were getting out of the reach of the common man due to hike in prices. The APC chieftain noted that despite working hard under different dehumanizing working conditions, what Nigerians earn is still not enough to support themselves and their families due to inflation. According to him, despite the abundance in natural and human resources the country is blessed with, successive governments failed to drive the economy productively. I don't know what you are asking for, Mr. Oyintiloye. Didn't you see it from the beginning when you were hearing Bala Blue, 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 Blue? You are telling me that you expected that things were going to thrive under this administration? I don't think so. Your fear is justified though, because there's so much tension in the air. But to tell me that you thought that things were going to be different is what I don't want to hear. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Aye Mojuba says, once everyone is prepared, we understand what needs to be done. That is it. Nobody is listening to all this. We beg this. APC chieftain begs this one. Nigerians are no longer interested in that. It's either they sit back to be treated like slaves and not react, or they get up and do something. And when we are ready to move, you guys will see it. And this tweet by Moloku Ignatius says, APC begging APC to reduce the suffering. I thought it is supposed to be Peter Obi and obedience to learn their lessons. Now, wow, that is it. Before the elections, some fools were running their mouths. We are going to teach obedience a lesson at the polls. We got to the polls, we defeated them. They began to use their evil power, at the judiciary to twist everything around. And they were able to do so. But look at it now. Who is laughing now? And this tweet by Oluwafemi says, e no go better for una. Àwọn olórí burúkú APC chieftains is son. Èpè pọ̀. And Queen B here says, you don't beg your oppressor. You don't beg bullies. You fight back and challenge them to stand still. When Nigerians are ready, we will know. But as of now, let's be cruising. And Sandwell replied, she said, I'm ready. When do we start trekking to Abuja? Oh, that is it. When do we start trekking to Abuja to shut everywhere down like they did in Kenya? Honestly, there is no other way out. The End Bad Governance protest is in the making. But what direction is it going to take? What direction is the protest going to take? Are we just going to march out on the streets everywhere and march back in the way we've been doing? Or are we going to make demands on the government and give ultimatums with consequences of failure to meet our demands within our ultimatum well spelled out? That is when we can say we are having a protest. When we can say these things must change in the electoral laws. We have to know, is the protest saying that we want to totally end it? Or are we saying these things must change? Those are the things we must define before going out on the streets. It's not beyond us. We are all adults, intellectuals, doctors, professors amongst us. So what is difficult about this is just that will. Once we have that will, that drive, and that unity amongst us, we can have a clearly defined radical protest that will help us to take our country back. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go.